I used to hate my skin. I had acne scars, large pores, uneven skin texture, and oily skin. I used to have bangs. My skin was so oily that my hair looked greasy all the time. For many years, I wished for clear skin. I would often envy my friends and the people I saw on social media, wishing I could have what they seemed to have so effortlessly. When I went out, I would have to put many layers of foundation on to look presentable. And even then, I could still see my pimples underneath. My skin was so uneven that the foundation would flake, crack, and look crusty. When I would come up close to the mirror, I would think, cake face. I was so frustrated. But still, I never completely lost hope. One day, I found a law of attraction video on YouTube. It was a very simple video with very simple tips. I wasn't sure if I even really believed in the law of attraction at the time, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to try some tips. One tip was to write down what you wanted to manifest repeatedly, as if it was already a reality. I was already a big-time journaler, and I started writing, "I have clear skin," at the end of all my journal entries. This was 6 years ago. For 3 years, I wished for clear skin. I wrote in my journal, I visualized my skin, and nothing happened. Eventually, I just accepted my skin. I realized that I might not ever get the skin that I was wanting. I let it go, and my grasp on it loosened. I never gave up on the idea that I might one day have it, but my happiness no longer depended on it. Lots of things happened in my life. I moved, I got a new job, I made new friends. I was happy with my life, even though I did not feel the most beautiful with my pimples and blemishes. The desperation, yearning, and focus on my acne fell away. One day, I was in the acne aisle. I decided to buy a cream for my acne, seemingly out of the blue. Within 3 days, my pimples vanished. I had no new breakouts. It was like a miracle. I couldn't believe it. 3 years of suffering, and within 3 days, gone. It could happen that fast. This cream was 5% benzoyl peroxide, and that's what worked for my skin. But somehow the law of attraction was still at work, from the intention that I had put out years before. Even though my skin had cleared up, I still did not have flawless skin. It was still very red, inflamed, and oily with large pores. But still, I was so happy. A couple years later, I started to research anti-aging skincare on YouTube. That's when I stumbled across a prescription drug called Retin-A. Retin-A, or tretinoin, has been used for over 40 years to treat both signs of aging in the skin as well as acne. I learned that unlike benzoyl peroxide, Retin-A works at the cellular level and actually changes the behavior of your skin cells. Because it had so much strong evidence to back up its effectiveness, I decided to try it. I went to my doctor and asked for a prescription. At first, it made my skin really dry and flaky. Those were the side effects, but I did lots of research on it, so I was prepared. It took a lot longer than the benzoyl peroxide to work, but it worked. After 8 months, I had the flawless, glass, glowing skin that I had dreamed of. And the funny thing was, I didn't want it as bad as I used to. It just sort of happened. It all fell into place. This entire time, I would do my daily affirmations. I am beautiful. I am loved. And I have done these affirmations several times a day now for many years. And as the years go by, I only feel like I'm becoming more beautiful and experiencing more love. So my word of advice to you, if you're working with the law of attraction, is you need to somehow let go and shift your focus from it. Then it will come to you. Never give up on the vision of your most beautiful self, but at the same time, don't become attached to it. This is easier said than done, but this is what I learned, and I wanted to pass on my story and what I learned to you.
Hey guys, I just wanted to mention that I obviously filmed this video after I cleared my skin. I would have never ever filmed a video with my full-blown acne, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, and that I'm sorry that it's not more realistic.
Manifesting is very much an art. It's kind of like a balance. It's kind of like you're trying to hold something, but hold it in a way where it won't slip out. But whenever something amazing came that I had originally wanted, I wasn't in a mindset where I was really focused on it, where I was really like zeroed in and like, I need this now in my life. Like where you're like really just trying to grab it, if that makes sense. I was more like kind of in like a playful state of mind, actually. Kind of like a let's have fun with this attitude. So with my skin, when I discovered BP and Retin-A, it wasn't more, oh, I need to get rid of my acne and me like focusing so much on my acne. It was more, I wonder what that's gonna do to my skin. Let's see. It was like I kind of turned into a kid again. I had that kind of a mindset where it's like, let's see what happens. And I wasn't attached to the result. And because I wasn't so attached to the result, that's why it showed up, because my energy and my vibration was shifted. And that is how you manifest, and not just clear skin, but anything. I'm talking like anything. You have to find that balance. And it's so hard. I still haven't mastered it. But that is what I know for sure. That's definitely a truth that I know. So I wanted to share it with you guys.